What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day, and we have been absolutely crushing it. We are on fire, you guys. Whether you're on my VIP, whether you just tail my free picks every single day, we have been killing it. You have been making money. I can guarantee it. I can guarantee you've been making money if you've been following my picks. Over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, we go up 25 units, okay? 25 units, and that's not even the best part. We come back Tuesday. This was actually Tuesday's performance right here, and we cash 3 4-mans in a row, as well as some 2-mans, and we go up 41 units, okay? So we go up 65 units over the span of the weekend plus Tuesday. And then, I was like, well, what about the free plays? That was all VIP picks. So I will say that was a lot of VIP picks. You got to get on my VIP if you want more of my plays, right? But then we come back, and then Wednesday, which was yesterday, we give this play out. I give this play out right here, and this cashes for 9x right here. Perfect call on this Buffalo game, you guys. I take the overs within 5 minutes of the game starting. So it's literally like 9 minutes left in the first quarter. JJ Jenkins gets a 90-yard pass touchdown. Okay, so he catches the ball for a 90-yard touchdown. So he obviously goes way over his line with just one catch. And then the quarterback gets like half of his line from that because he throws the ball, obviously 90 yards. So it's 90 yards for this guy, 90 yards for this guy, extremely correlated. And then this guy just has to throw like 120 yards the rest of the game to then cash his. He does that pretty easily. And then that was the first little correlation up here at the top, and then the second correlation down here at the bottom was Counter-Strike. And I feel like just overall you guys probably know more about football or how it works than how Counter-Strike works and how Counter-Strike correlation works. But I told you guys in yesterday's video, shorter games mean less kills, longer games mean more kills, and this is the start of a tournament where like a top 3 team, which is Spirit, is playing a like top 30 team. Okay, so a top 3 team in the world is playing like a kind of mid-level like top 30, top 40 team in the world. And I told you guys Spirit is going to have absolutely no trouble in this game dominating B8 right here. And you can see Spirit wins 13-1. Okay, so 13-1. B8 only got 1 round on Spirit this whole game, so it was an extremely quick game. The game lasted maybe like 25 minutes. Like, I don't know if you guys watched it, but if you guys watched it, Spirit looked insanely good compared to B8. And you can see everyone's line except maybe Donk. Shiro's line was probably more than 17, but maybe Donk, who, by the way, Donk is the best player in the world. So Spirit has Donk, who's the best player in the world. You can argue that, but I think he's the best player in the world. Everyone else goes way under. Okay, these guys didn't even reach 10 kills. No one on B8 even reached 10 kills. They only got 20 kills combined on this 3 stack, and then Zont got 11 kills. Okay, and his line was 14.5. So extremely short game means not many kills at all. That is exactly what happened. We cash on Sleeper, we cash on Betr, and then we also are set up on the VIP. Really, really good setups. If you guys don't know, setups are kind of the key to winning in on Prizepicks, right? Because just looking at this play alone, we're set up. I think this game happened overnight, so we're set up right here. And now all we need is Indiana. This is Indiana. We need the Indiana duo to do well, right? We need them to get a lot of pass yards, just kind of like this Buffalo combo right here. So if that happens, maybe Omar Cooper gets a 90-yard touchdown pass, just like JJ Jenkins does. Then we'll be able to cash this. So instead of having 4 separate things needing to happen, we just have 2 separate things. We need a short game, like we do in Counter-Strike, and then we need good passing right here. So this play on the VIP is exactly the same, theoretically, as this play right here on the VIP. I just send out a lot more on the VIP, so you guys get a lot more profitability there. So I will say we are close. We are closing in on 400 units. I can't believe to say this because I was looking at this at it was 3:30 a couple days ago. This graph was at 3:30 a couple days ago. And my goal was by the end of the year, let's try to get this up to 400 units. And I even thought that was a bit of a lofty goal because that was going to be 80 units over the span of a month. And we're close to 400 already, you guys. So if you guys have been in my VIP this past week, you guys have at least gone up 70 units. And a unit is how much you're putting on every single bet. So if you're a 5-unit bettor, if you're a $5 bettor, you would put $5 in every play. So you do $5 times this amount of units right here. These actually haven't been updated. This is actually more than it is. But anyway, a $20 bettor would be up $7,500. A $100 bettor would be up 37 grand. It's actually more than 37 grand because it's this times 100. So that would actually be 38.8 grand, you guys. So what a performance this past week, you guys. You can see we have dips, we have peaks, we have valleys, and we've just been rocketing up, you guys. This was the past day. Again, yesterday I showed we went up 40 units, which was insane. If you're interested in my VIP, please do these steps. If you're on the iPhone, if you're an iPhone user, text me the word rebet, and then I'll have a strategy for you guys that are Android users. Text me the word rebet if you're on an iPhone. If your state is also in the orange, you can do this and have an iPhone. I'm in Texas and I use this app. Pretty much it's an app that you can put money lines and spreads on different games and stuff like that on Rebet. It's really easy to download. I'll just send you a link. You click that link and you sign up for it, and then put $10 of Rebet cash into the app. Once you do that, I will get you guys 2 free months of my VIP. It helps me out because I am affiliated with this app, and it also will help you guys out because you'll have this app. You'll have 2 free months of my VIP, and obviously you saw what we've done in the past week, which is like 70 units plus. You've seen what we've done over the past 6 months, which is close to 400 units now. So over like a 2-month span, you can expect to go up maybe 100 units plus. So yeah, that definitely is worth 5 to 10 minutes of your time just signing up for Rebet. Again, it helps me out, and you'll get 2 free months of my VIP. Again, if you're an Android user, what I want you to do, instead of texting me Rebet, text me the word parlay, and I'll have you do the same exact thing just for parlay play. Now, if you have both these apps, just text me. I guarantee you I have an app that you haven't signed up before. And again, this helps me out. This helps you out. You'll get into my VIP. So it's one of those things where it's just really helpful for the both of us, right? I'll get you guys plays on my VIP. You guys can keep cashing out. And if you're serious about making money on Prizepicks, if you're serious about making money betting, I am your guy. I think I'm one of the best on the internet, probably the best on YouTube. I don't know. You guys can show me if I'm not, but I do think I'm one of the best bettors on YouTube out there. So definitely follow my picks. And we have another correlated 4-man stack for today, you guys. This is obviously for Thursday Night Football. So we got Browns versus the Steelers. And then I am also going to bet on this Kentucky versus Texas game. So first and foremost, this top correlated stack right here. If you guys don't know, I do a lot of 4-mans with correlated duos. So I have a correlated duo up here for the Browns, and then I have a correlated duo down here for the Kentucky Wildcats, okay? So Cleveland Browns, first of all, we have Elijah Moore over 3 receptions, and we have Nick Chubb under 14 rush attempts. Now, I think we all agree Pittsburgh, they're 8-2. Cleveland is 2-8. We all agree that the Steelers are going to get ahead in this game. They're going to win this game. They're going to be ahead in this game more than likely. Probably 95% of the times, if this game was played 100 times, that the Steelers are going to get ahead in this game. Now, what happens when a team is behind, right? Like the Browns, they're going to pass the ball a lot more than they run the ball, right? There's no reason to run the ball in the fourth quarter when you're behind and you're trying to get back into a game. So this is how this correlated stack works. We have a lot of passes needing to happen in the second half because Cleveland's going to have to try to get back into this game versus the Steelers. So a lot more passes are going to happen. A lot more passes means more receptions to a receiver like Elijah Moore. I also think this line is way too low. I think it should be 3.5 or 4. As we saw, Jameis threw close to 50 passes last game, okay? He threw close to 50 passes last game, and I think Elijah Moore got like 6 receptions. I could be wrong about that. There's a lot of different receivers that were involved in that game. But anyway, Elijah Moore over 3 receptions, and then Nick Chubb under 14 rush attempts. Again, we think the Browns are going to be behind in this game, and as a team is behind, they're going to be throwing the ball a lot more than running. Now, you could even say the opposite about the Steelers, right? Russell Wilson's probably going to be passing the ball a lot less in this game because they're just going to rely on their run game in the third and fourth quarter to end this game out. So very correlated here. We do a lot of correlation with like rush attempts or receptions or passing attempts and stuff like that, but really like this here. And then we do have Kentucky duo down here, which I really love. They're facing Texas. Texas is the number 1 rank. I think they're the number 1 ranked defense plus the number 1 ranked pass defense. So number 1 defense pretty much across the board. Kentucky, Brock Vandergriff, he struggles to get like 150 yards on a good day versus just an average opponent, let alone Texas, the best defense in all of the SEC, all of the nation, really. I do not think that he gets anywhere close to 138 yards. We saw them play Arkansas last week. That is a much better quarterback. And that guy got like 140 yards, okay? So I do not think Brock Vandergriff is going to get this at all. I think he might end the game with like 100, maybe 95 yards, like 100 or like 95 yards or something like that. Like maybe not even break 100 yards, you guys. And then obviously going to take his receiver of his, so going to take his number 1 receiver, Dane Key, and go under receiving yards. Again, this is very correlated. If Brock Vandergriff only throws for 100 yards, it's very unlikely that Dane Key is going to get 50 yards, right, and go over his line. So very correlated together. Again, I could be wrong, and Brock Vandergriff comes out and he just looks like prime Josh Allen or something, and he throws for 300 yards or 400 yards or something. throwing. And if he throws for 400 yards, it's going to be very likely that Dane Key does go over, okay? So very correlated together. We want these things to either go red together or green together. That is all the strategy is, right? And if this can happen on Thursday Night Football, we will be set up for Saturday, and then we'll all be watching this game, Texas versus Kentucky. I'll actually be at this game, so it'll be a little bit fun for me to obviously root for Texas. I am a UT fan. So yeah, lock this in, you guys. Second plays on Betr. Betr is just so consistent with their discounts. There was really no discount today. Nothing on Sleeper, nothing really on Prizepicks. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to go to Betr because it seems like they have a discount every single day. And they do. Like, it is so easy to make money on Betr because they're discounting George Pickens from like 55 yards to 40 yards. So you're getting a free entry, like a free entry that should hit 80% of the time is George Pickens over 40 yards. So it's so easy to make money on Betr. All you have to do is take like 2 plays a day on Betr and just take the different promos that they give out. So George Pickens over 40 yards, and then I am going to go Tyreek Hill under 5.5 receptions. This might have bumped again. Dang, this always bumps. You can take Nas Reed under 5.5 rebounds. You can take let's see what else you can take. Jerome Ford over rush plus receiving yards at 31.5. You can take Caleb Williams under 0.5 reception or interceptions is pretty good. Sorry about these bumping really quick, but I do use an optimizer for a lot of these because I don't normally just do 2-mans that are not correlated, but it's really easy to make money when you're taking promos like this. So the main thing you want to take away from this part of the video is to use promos, utilize promos, especially you people with smaller bankrolls, $10 and less. It's really easy to make money with promos. So again, you guys, we've just been crushing it. We've had an insane day. If you cash this entry right here, which there's like more than 1,000 views in that video, so most of you guys should have hit this. Please leave a comment down below how much you hit that for, how much that you cashed for that. And again, sign up for these different apps or just text me and I'll get you guys into my VIP today. You'll tail all my plays today. I'll have a lot of picks for you guys going into the weekend. Obviously going to try to get a lot of setups for college football and NFL. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.